opinion, Nuno is one of the greatest of all the 80s shredders. Not even a shredder, just a great guitar player. And we're going to break apart his Decadence Dance solo because there are so many little things in here that are just, you know, it's the gravy for us to steal and take away and add to your own playing. So let's just dive into this. I ain't even going to mess around. If you would, subscribe. And here's what's going on with the solo. It's going to start on 7th fret of the low E string with the big old pinch harmonic. Now, the cool thing that Nuno does next is this speed up, slow down thing where he doesn't keep everything the same tempo. So already, it's kind of tough, you know, it's just a masterclass in dynamics and control of both left and right hand. So we're gonna go 7, hammer on to 9, hammer on to 11 on your A string. Now that is all palm muted. Okay, now you're gonna go to the D string and it's the same fret, 7, 9, 10, but not palm muted anymore. And also not as fast. Now you're gonna go to 9th fret on the G, and then 8th fret of the G, which is a nice big old pinch harmonic again. Now you're gonna go 9 on the G, back to 9 on the D. And here's another of these just like flurry sections, but it's all very heavily palm muted. He does this in so many solos, and like I said, it's just who I stole it from. He'll do something like that, all of a sudden he's just like, brrr, like this super fast, but it's all palm muted. It's hard to do. So after you have that, here it is. So I'm gonna kind of break these into little chunks. You're gonna go 9 to 11 on the D, and then 8, 9, 11 on the G, and then 9 to 10 on the B. Now, so far this has all just been E major, E Ionian. So on that B string, it is 9, hammer on to 10, pull off. Actually, no, it's 9, 10, and then pull off to 9, because I picked both of those. Okay, so now you're gonna go to 11 on the G, back to 9 on the B, and then you're gonna bend. It's kind of like a standard rock lick, but it's in major, so it has this different kind of like country slinkiness to it. Okay. Now that is just going 11 on the G, and you hear the bend go up, fall down, and you pull off to 9. So that part there, that was one of the hardest sections for me to get under my fingers. Very, very tricky. Okay, so after you do that, you're gonna go to 11 on the D, 9, hammer on to 11. So now that was 9 to 10 on the B, and here's this little chromatic section. He goes 9 to 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so and he walks up. Now this is where he's starting to deviate from that good old major scale at this point. So you notice how he walked up chromatically. And this part, so cool, very diminished. You know, it's just so funky. Now all the way up to 17th fret. Now this is a little section I see a lot of people not add, and Nuno doesn't even actually add it himself live, probably because he doesn't really have his whammy bar unblocked anymore. He just locks it down. But in the solo, he does use his whammy bar here a couple times, which I think adds a lot of flavor and just kind of like cool factor to it. So you have the... Okay, so I'm on 17th fret of the high E string, and then he hits it again, and you hear the note dive. Right there, so... Now, the next part here is he does a dive into the note. So I'm going back to 17th fret, he might, I'm sorry, I'm going back to 16th fret. He might be just kind of chilling on 17. I couldn't tell from live videos. But what I do is I keep the bar depressed, and you let it bend up into your note, and I'm bending 16 up. So you get this really weird kind of like just flow into the note. It's a different, it's almost like a vocal kind of way of going into a note, not so much like a guitar player way. Right there, here I went. Okay, so I'm depressing the bar and then bending 16 up a full step. So you've got play 16 unbent, 17 on the B, and here's another little section that's up for debate. So I'm just simply going 16th fret on the G, and I'm kind of muting the strings with my left hand so I can get that real percussive sound. I've seen Nuno do this, where he's kind of getting the octave on the higher string. On the track, it doesn't really sound like that, but I've seen him do it a couple different ways live. I'm just going to play the single note version though. So 16th fret on the G. Now I'm doing, then I'm going to hammer on to 18th fret. So, okay, so you have that part. So you have, and then you're going to do a little trill section here. You're going to go 16, hammer on to 18, pull off to 16, slide down to 15. Now from here, what I think is fascinating is look how far apart these notes are. Really cool sound. So you have, so I'm just going to go from 19 back to 15, 19 back to 15. So you have, now when I'm on that 19 the second time, I'm going to bend it up. Then I'm going to bend it again and do a little country lick. Bending that 19, and I'm grabbing 19 on the high E string with my pinky. So we have, now a little kind of like finale section where now this part here, we're just going to be going, think of it as like it's outlining an E major arpeggio. That's really how I'm kind of viewing it. So we're going to go 17 to 16, 17 to 16, then 17, 19. Now when we get to that 19, there's a bend on it. So unbent, 17, 16. So okay. So, now this section here is real fast. Same notes pretty much, but just play fast. So we're gonna go 17, hammer on to 19, pull off to 17, pull off to 16. Then you're gonna go 19 on the B, 16 on the high E string, and then 19, 17, 16, pull off on the B. So oh, hold on. Now I'm going to go back to 19 and I'm bending it up. And you hold it for a second. Then you add a little extra half step on it. Ending on that 17th fret right when Nuno goes to the so he's ending on an E, we're ending on an E. It's all nice and put together like. So you've got that crazy stuff. But that's the solo. So like I said before, if you take that apart and just look at all the little ingredients that Nuno's putting in there, it is just an encyclopedia of stuff that we can take away, add to your own playing. So go ahead, get your Nuno on. I'm going to wrap it up and end it bluesy. Hopefully you guys enjoy that solo. We're back in action after being sick for a while. And just have a good day. End it bluesy, Nuno style.